Hi again. I want to say thank you to everybody who sent me messages and very encouraging messages. Um, I've read through everything that I've gotten, but there's so much um, good stuff about God and people's different experiences. And I really want to take some time to read those before I reply to them. So if I haven't responded, it's not anything personal. I just really want to dig deeper into what was put into the messages, and some of them are just really amazing and really spoke to me. And so thank you for sending me messages and keeping me encouraged, especially after last night. That was a really hard video to post, but I think that it was good. It was definitely different seeing it today, because normally when I go through something like that, it's gone, and I don't wonder why I thought what I thought or why I did what I did, but I really had to think about it and pray about it. And so I think that was good for me. Also, as I downloaded these videos, I downloaded them using YouTube because it's an easy way to share videos. And I didn't know that when you download a video onto YouTube, into your account, that it's open for public view. I didn't know that. I guess it's kind of a good thing that I didn't know that, because I thought you just downloaded it. It was for your use, and nobody else got to look at it unless you shared it with them, which I'm sharing with my friends, my close friends on Facebook. Anyways, I received a couple emails from two emails from two different girls saying that they're struggling with an eating disorder, and they can relate a lot to what I'm saying. And I think that is really, it's amazing to me that somebody would reach out to me and say, I'm going through the same thing, and then ask for my help. One of the emails, I was asked, how did you become saved, and how did you get to the point that you wanted to recover? And I can honestly say that I think it's been about 3 years that I've truly been saved. I've given my life to God, and I'm still a sinner. I still struggle with all of those things. But I lived a lot longer time thinking that I was saved, and I don't believe that I was, until about 3 years ago, when I started working with a Christian counselor who just has some amazing knowledge. And I definitely see how going through that counseling, that Christian counseling, in the past is playing into my life now. But at the time, I wasn't ready for recovering. And actually, when I started going to this counselor, it was not to it was not to get help with an eating disorder. That was something that I kept secret, and actually God revealed it to her. So she was the first one to really see the issue and address it. And I've been kind of sort of openly struggling with this, but along with eating disorder comes lies, and so yeah, I definitely think that if you're serious about a recovery, you need to find a Christian counselor and learn what you need to learn to give your life to God and live that way. Of course, we're all sinners, and we all sin every single day, but because of God's grace, God's forgiveness, and Jesus dying on the cross for those sins, we're set free. The main thing that this counselor said to me was, when you're truly trusting God to take care of you, that you truly want to give your life to Him, and you truly are sorry for your sins is when that sin becomes disgusting to you. And I definitely am working on getting rid of some of the sins that go along with the eating disorder. But of course, when I'm under attack, that's still where I turn. It's, it's disgusting to me, but I'm not to the point yet where I can give it up. So you and me both can work on that one. And then the other email that I got was just asking pretty much why I decided to recover, and I just have to tell you that I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I did not initially decide to recover. God's revealing that to me now as a few days have passed since I've been in the hospital, that I actually do want to be here and be in recovery. But originally, I got really sick, and a wonderful friend of mine and my husband's contacted my husband, and basically she told him everything that was going on with me, and I thought that was going to be a lot harder than it actually was. I mean, it was pretty hard, it was pretty intense. Of course, you could see that he would be upset because he loves me and he wants to see me healthy. But she contacted him, told him the ins and outs of it, and he put me in the hospital, and I had to have IVs and a heart scan and all this different stuff, and there was some damage done to the upper valves of my heart, and I have heart palpitations now. I had extreme dehydration. I just got really, really sick, and I guess seeing the look on my husband's face when he saw me like that made me want to change. And I knew you could get really sick from doing this to yourself, but I didn't think it was going to be me. I didn't think I would get that sick. I'm actually still recovering from that whole episode. I'm still fairly weak. I'm still incredibly tired. So basically, I think that God lined it up to where there was certain people in my life at certain times, and it came down to pretty much, do you want to live and have a healthy life and raise your children and be a wife to your husband, or not? I had to make that decision. And I have a really good friend who keeps me accountable, and she's really stuck by my side. She's really loved me through this. She's really, when things got hard, she really just constantly was in prayer for me. And she was also saying, you need to go to the hospital. And so, I mean, I guess it's just, I ended up in my willingness to recover because of the way that God laid it out for me. And yeah, I do feel like some of this stuff was forced on me, but I'm thankful for those people that forced it on me now. So if there's somebody in your life that's trying to help you and you're pushing them away and pushing them away and pushing them away, I just challenge you to open up to them, because they would not be pushing so hard to help you if they didn't love you, or they didn't have the love of God in their heart. So, I don't want to be rambling on too long, but I definitely intend on really thinking and really praying about both of your emails that you sent, and definitely if you're watching this video on my Facebook and you're one of my friends, I challenge you to just pray for these two girls. God knows who they are, so let's just pray that He uses this to reach them, and that they want to have the change as well. I know that one of them has small children like I do, and that's a good reason to. It's a good reason to want to live. Children. I've just never felt a love in my heart like I feel for my 2 little boys. So, I guess that's really all I have to say. I don't have much going on today. Not been following up what I've been eating. Haven't been eating as much as a normal person would, but I'm definitely working up to it. Definitely drinking more water. I'm taking vitamins. Definitely doing what I need to do to stay out of the hospital, to treat my body like God's temple. And, you know, definitely there's highs and lows in this, as you saw in my video from last night, but there's definitely lows. And I don't know if another one will come tonight. I can't honestly tell you, but I do know that I know that God's working in my life, and even when I can't feel Him, I know that He's there. And I've had several people comment, you know, that even God's place doesn't change. God is always there. If I'm feeling distant from God, it's because I've moved away. You know, God doesn't leave me. He's always with me, whether I feel Him or not. So, definitely feel like I'm rambling on these little videos, but that's how I feel, and hopefully it makes sense when somebody else watches it. Again, thank you so much for praying, and the messages and the Bible verses. Oh, I can't tell you. The Bible verses, it's just been so amazing. When people are sending me Bible verses and I can just open up my Facebook and I see a message from somebody and there's just all these Bible verses, it just really is, it's like quenching a thirst, you know?